Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to Pro Row 784. So we're out here in the shop today. Just had our race. Today's Wednesday, so we had our race this past Saturday at the wild boar race up in Palatka, and had some problems. If you guys watched the video, you can see what's going on. So the quad just ran hot and overheated. It's in good hands, and hopefully they're getting it repaired for Brandon. So didn't have a very good race. Could have been a lot worse, but it turned out okay. So today, I'm not going to do a long video today. So we're doing tire spines today here. You guys have seen, if you guys been watching our videos, you guys have seen us do that before. Maintenance in the 850 here. Brandon's getting ready to go test and ride this thing with some other Gncc riders. This is the 850 with the new transmission in it. So we're just doing a maintenance and such on it. So that, and then this is the Renegade 1000 here that Brandon's been practicing on. Gonna give it a little bit of a rest. So anyway, it's not maintenance, so we got to get it maintenance, but this one's a little closer. So he's going to ride this one here, and with all those with some of those GNCC riders up there today. And then tomorrow we're riding out. So tomorrow we're going to head up to Washington, Georgia, for our third race of the season. Brandon is here, and we'll get a word with him here in a second, but he finished 5th this past Saturday. Had a really good race going, was fast again, and just, you know, unfortunate things didn't fall our way, and had some issues, and we were able to overcome them, you know what I mean, and just didn't go that route. So Brandon, I just want to do a short video. I just want to catch the viewers up on you and how your race went, how it started out, that kind of stuff, and just give them an idea of what you was thinking during the race. And I didn't do any commentary on the sideline, so and unfortunately our GoPro didn't get the completed last lap, which a lot of stuff happened. You crashed pretty good the last lap, and all kinds of stuff just fell apart, you know what I mean? So yeah, how'd you go into the race? Feeling pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, we're really confident. Last year we won this round, first ever 4x4 win last year, and was feeling really good. Bike's been feeling good. I've been riding pretty much the same exact fuller all of this off season down here in Florida, and obviously I knew the bike was going to be good. I felt good. I've been training, been working out, doing all the 9 yards to be putting towards the effort to try to tackle down a win. And we got a decent start. For some reason we can't get this bike to start up nearly as good as what we want. So we went into the woods, I believe fifth into the woods, and then we quickly moved up to 4th pretty quick there. And then we rode that, there was a big mud bog section that we ran the first probably 1.5 to 2 miles, I'd say. And Robert was leading, Cody was 2nd, Landon was 3rd, I was 4th. That section was really dusty there. And then we went, Robert let us all by. So it was Cody, Landon, me for the first whole lap. And that first whole lap, the new sections where the youth kids did not race, the sugar, or the sand
dust
was like freaking sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like really thin. And
how far could you see in front of you in some of those places? You couldn't.
Some of you literally had to stop, and I don't know.
Even though there was only 2 riders in front of you, yep. that was weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was really bad. So Cody pit after lap 1. I believe he wasn't feeling good this race, so we moved up to 2nd. I was right behind Landon that whole not whole second lap, I guess 3/4 of that 2nd lap. And then
and that's where your darn GoPro got smashed with mud.
Yep.
But I could hear you in the GoPro, you know. Of course I edited all that out, but I could hear you on the GoPro right behind Landon. And then
yep.
Then unfortunate things happen.
Yep. And then the bike went into limp mode. I contemplated on what I was going to do, didn't know what to do. Had a little bit of time to think. Hayden passed me, then Cody passed me, and then obviously I knew I couldn't finish the race in limp mode, so I had to figure out something to do. So I decided to go back to the pits. The reason I asked myself this when I was riding: should I turn the bike off or should I not? The reason I did not turn the bike off to reset the ECM was because I did not want the bike to not start back and then just me sit out there in the woods essentially. So that's the reason I did not turn the bike off and turn it back on in the moment. So I went all the way back to the pits. I finally found the pits. We sat there for a second, looked at it, bike was running hot. We turned the bike off, turned it back on, and everything worked out to be fine. So I went back out, obviously went back out the same spot I got out at. I think that was I don't know, it was probably 10 minutes, I'm guessing, 8 to 10 minutes, that whole ordeal. So that put us way back. I think that put us in the position like 12th or 11th. I mean, we were way back, and then so I just started running and racing again, and nothing we could do, just had to go back out there, and the bike did it again for another time. So I knew this time I turned it back off. I believe it's all in the GoPro footage. I turned the bike off, turned it back on, it started. This is still lap 2 for me. Then I knew a section on the track where we run by water hoses. So I stopped there. Probably for another 30 seconds to a minute, I'd say. And then I came back through the finish. I believe we pitted that 3rd lap. We pitted and they told me they were gonna have a fire hydrant, like a spray nozzle essentially. And we blew through that through the radiator. Pretty much time they seen me, we stopped just to make sure it didn't go into limp mode again or didn't have any issues. So we did that. Then the last lap came around and I believe I was running 6th or 7th on that last lap, and made a couple passes past Robert there at the end, and then I caught up to the rear end of Cody, which he wasn't feeling good. Thought I had a line, didn't have a line. Next thing you know, the rut's this deep and I drop off into it, and it goes over. Unfortunately, had to sit there and had to have somebody help me on the side. Could not flip it back over because of the angle it was at. So that took up 1.5 to 2 minutes on the last lap, I'm guessing. And then really just rode out to the finish. There's nothing we could do, just part of it.
And you finished right behind Cody at the
yeah,
end again.
Still caught him again, but it was just too late.
Out. You know, it just didn't work out. But that dust early on in the first lap, well, from what I saw, basically the first, you know,
yeah, there was times where I had to stop.
Yeah, the first 20 riders was in all that stuff, and then the dust dissipated because all the riders were digging down into the moisture, to the better dirt. Yeah, getting to the better dirt. But boy, I tell you, there again, it comes down to the darn bike not starting. You know, it's just a half a second late on starting, and that puts us mid pack or beyond. And so it, you know, starts aren't crazy important, but they're pretty important, you know, in a situation like this. So
sure.
You'll end up making your way through it. The problem is it just changes our whole race, you know what I mean, our entire race. So
sure.
All right, so what are you doing now? So you're getting ready to go ride a little bit?
Yep.
Just put in a moto or two? Okay.
Gonna go ride. Haven't rode since the race. Kind of just took off a little bit, but then we're gonna go ride today and just go out there and just ride, not too crazy. Then tomorrow we're out of here.
You figured out what's happened to the four-wheeler? I had several people ask me on in the comments on the YouTube, and it's up at James Reeves is taking care of it at Gncc Racing.
Yep. So they're building a new bike for me very soon. We're gonna have a new bike here very soon, and they're actually gonna take a lot of the items off the new bike to put on this fuller, like the radiator, the water pump, all that kind of stuff, because it did run extremely hot, and the bike did have Evans in it, so we couldn't see. Evans coolant,
did have Evans? I didn't know it had Evans in it. Okay.
With Evans coolant, you can't see that it.
Yes.
Obviously, it smokes up or anything like that. So they're just wanting to replace everything dealing with where the fluid and where the water goes. So they didn't really find nothing like an issue. So, which I guess is a good thing, but the radiator was dirty. Obviously we blew it out a little bit, so it wasn't probably as dirty.
You think
as
it got dirty because you just while on landing and Cody's so close? You think that was part of it?
I think so.
Because if they had just pulled the radiator out to clean it.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to me though, given the fact that we've raced in Florida
and you've done that
forever,
before. Yeah, and
never had that issue. But not really.
It must have been the right dirt or something. Just got up in there and just clogged it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Does the Reese run Evans all the time, or the?
I'm not sure what they run. Okay. Evans was in that bike when we originally got it.
Oh, okay.
So,
but they had changed but James told, so I don't know what they put it back in it. But anyway, okay, well, all right. So let's get these darn tires here. I'm not going to show you guys a video of us doing this. You guys have seen videos of us doing this. I got a Bobcat outside, and the way we do it here, we don't have that little halo thing that goes over them, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and put tire spines in these things and get these prepped up for the quad up in Georgia for this weekend. So listen, from time to time, I'm going to try to catch you guys up with Brandon. Brandon's not out here a lot, but he works over at Terry's quite a bit, working on maintaining bikes over there. And so I do a lot of it myself. But when Brandon's here, I'll try to get a race report from you guys. And hey, you guys, I want you guys to let me know how you like the rear camera, the rear mounted camera the other day. I didn't do a lot of the footage of the rear camera just because obviously now I almost had, you know, damn near 3.5 hours of footage, so I had to cut it all down, you know what I mean? But let me know how you guys like that. I'd like to get to a point where maybe that he passes somebody and then I can get the view in the back. I haven't yet figured that out, but at some point I will, and go from there. So all right, as always guys, I appreciate you guys watching our videos, and thank you for the follow and the like and the comments and all that, and we'll see you in Georgia. So hopefully for a better race, and we'll do the best we can. We're extremely blessed to be doing what we're doing, and we know that. And the first 2 races we haven't won, but we ran really well, and we're looking forward to the 3rd one. And we're blessed to know that Brandon's got the speed. We just got to put it all together. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, we'll catch you later. Thanks.